Hey YouTubers, welcome back to Roy H Gaming for another deck build. Today I'm going to be showing you Legendary 6 Samurai. Alright, start this build off, we're going to run 3 Legendary 6 Samurai Kajiki. What this card's going to do, that when this card's normal summon, you can special summon another 6 Sam, level 4 or lower, from your hand. And also when there's another 6 Samurai on the field, he gains 1500 attack. It's also a good card to put face down, he's got 2k defense. Next, we're going to run 3 Legendary 6 Samurai Kizon. With this card, easy special summon. If you control another 6 Samurai monster, you can special summon him if it's a different name than Kizon. And then when you control 2 or more other 6 Samurai monsters face up on the field, he gains 300 attack. So it's pretty much a 2100 beat stick at level 4. Alright, so now your tuners is, wow, if I can say this, Kajimusha of the 6 Samurai. Oh, we're gonna run 3 of those. So this card also has a really good effect. When exactly one face-up 6 Samurai monster you control is targeted by a spell trap card, the effect, you can change that effect to this card instead. So, if you may lose a tuner, but you may save your Sheen or anything like that. So you're on 3 tuners. Next we're going to run 2 6 Samurai Sanshine. So this card's effect, if this card attacks any monster, he just starts it down on the battle step, but you gotta have another 6 Samurai on the field, and in secondary effect that when he gets destroyed, you can target another face-up 6 Samurai monsters and destroy that instead, so he will stay on the field. Alright, we're also going to run 2 Elder of the 6 Samurai. His effect is a special summon. If you control no monsters, and your opponent controls at least one monster, you can special summon him from hand. He's weak, but he's used for your synchros, which I'll be showing you some plays later on. Alright, so now we're going to do a single cards. We're going to run 1 Hand of the 6 Samurai. This card's good because if you have another 6 Samurai on the field, you can tribute this card to destroy any card on the field. Or you can destroy any other 6 Sam. So you can destroy any heavy beat stick that you can't get around from attacking directly. We're going to run 1 Legendary 6 Samurai Inishi. If you control 2 6 Samurais, you can banish a 6 Samurai monster to destroy that card. So he's pretty good. And this card, if you have 2 or more, he gains 500 attack. So he's a pretty good beat stick too at 3200 or 2200 attack. Now we're gonna run 1 Union monster. It's gonna be Spirit of the 6 Samurai. It's just an ordinary Union monster. But another good thing that when the equipped monster destroys a monster, you get to draw a card. So it also gives you extra draw power. Alright, we're gonna run 1 Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai, an easy special summon, level 5. And he's a really good card, and when he gets destroyed, I know he's got some sort of check. When this card's destroyed by your opponent's card effect, target 1 6 Samurai monster in your graveyard, and add that target to your hand. So if he gets destroyed by card effect, you bring him back to hand. Well, guess what? If he still controls 6 Samurai, boom, special summon. Good card. Alright, so Inishi Sheen's Counselor. I run this card. Pretty good. Read the effect here. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned by banishing 2 6 Samurai monsters from your graveyard. Cannot special summon by either way. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster. Destroy that target. This card cannot play an attack. So all you need is 2 6 Samurai monsters in your graveyard. Pretty easy to get because you do quite a bit of synchroing. Banish them, special summon him, destroy any card on the field, and then attack with your synchro. I also run Great Shogun Sheen. I run him because easy special summon again, and he's 2500. And your opponent can only activate 1 spell or trap card per turn. So it's actually a really good card. And when this card gets destroyed, you can destroy another face-up 6 Samurai instead to keep him alive. Alright, so that is all the monsters that I run. Now I'm going to show you magic, because your magic cards are pretty important in this deck. So what we're going to run is 1, 2, 3, 6 Samurai United. This card gives you ridiculously good draw power. Each time a 6 Samurai monster is normal or special summon, you put a counter. When he's got 2 counters, you send this card to the graveyard. You draw 2 cards if you have 2 counters. If you only have 1 counter, you draw a card. So it gives you extra draw power. Alright, we're also going to run Exorcism of the 6 Samurai. This card is really good because select 1 face-up 6 Samurai monster you control, special summon 1 6 Samurai monster from a different name, so it has the same attack. So if you realize here that your tuner 400 attack, and Elder has 400 attack. So if you have him on the field, activate Exorcism. It's a quick play too. Special summon Elder, then you can instantly synchro for Sheen or Nutria Beast. Depending on what you're up against, you would decide which one you'd want to play out. We're also going to run 3 Shen Smoke Signal. So this card's a good card because you can grab your tuner. You can grab any 3 of these cards, or any of these 4 cards from your deck to hand, depending on what you need. You can pull Kajiki, your tuner, Hand to 6, or Elder from deck to hand. And you can play as many of those once per turn, so if you draw 3 of those in one turn, you're pulling 3 6 Samurais from your deck to hand. Alright, and the last magic card, obviously, Dark Hole. Should always run Dark Hole. Great card. Alright, moving to traps. Also pretty important here. This is a 40 card deck too, so it runs a good amount of cards. Alright, start with these 3. Comes with the starter deck too. This deck is actually very cheap to build. So, Nazukani Magatama. I'll pronounce these and I'll be proud of you. So when your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or monster effect that destroys a card or cards while you control a face-up 6 Samurai monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. And it's quick or counterplay, so really good card. Hard for people to negate that unless they have 7 Tools of the Bandit or Dark Thread. So I suggest running 3 of those. I also run 2 Double-Edged Sword Technique. Great card if you have that. Target 2 6-iron monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, and you do take battle damage if they get destroyed at the end phase. But usually when you bring 2 back, you synchro right away. You bring your tuner, or if you already have your tuner, you bring level 6, level 2, level 3, so you can synchro for level 8. So run 2 of those. I'll also show you a neat little trick with these cards afterwards. 2 Magic Cylinders. Why not? It's Magic Cylinder. Helps you get rid of their life points faster if they have heavy beat sticks on their team or in their deck. 1 Trap Stun. I'm in and out with that Trap Stun, but I enjoy having it. So you don't have to worry about it. If you're going to attack with Colossal Fighter that has easily up to 3500, or your Excalibur that has 4k, Trap Stun's really nice to have, so you don't get Magic Cylinder or Mirror Force and lose everything. Alright, 1 Dimensional Prism. Shouldn't have to read that effect, everyone should know what that does. When you put a monster question attack, banish that target, banish that monster. 1 Mirror Force. She's an ulti-rare too. We're also going to run Torrential Tribute. When a monster is summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. Awesome card. Last card, another trap card. Black Horn of Heaven. Why I run this card is because my friend played it on me a few times, and it's really annoying, so why wouldn't I run it? So what this card does, when your opponent would special summon a monster, negate the special summon, and if you do, destroy it. How wonderful is that card? And there's another card that's like the Light Horn of Haven, but you have to discard a card for it to activate. This, you just activate. No life points, no nothing. Way better than a Solomon Warning, if you ask me. And it's also counterplay. Great card. Alright, so that is the main deck. Now to move on to the extra deck. I'll show you my XYZs that I run first. This is where the deck gets pretty expensive, but a lot of them are still pretty cheap. Like Shadow the 6 Samurai Sheen comes with the deck. Run 2 of those. Very good card. What this card does, you can detach and then target 1 6 Samurai monster and it gains 200 attack. Now, with that card, Kajiki right here. Cool little trick for him to be a huge ass freaking beat stick. Activate your Shadow effect on Kajiki. He becomes 2k attack. But his effect is that if you control another 6 Samurai monster, he gains 1500 attack. This puppy is still a 6 Sam. He gains 2k because of this effect, 1500 for his effect. Guess what? He's at 3500 attack points. Neat trick. Learn that. Very good card. So run 2 of Shadow. Alright, wind up Zenimines. You got a lot of level 3s. Come on, everyone loves wind up Zenimines. Very good defense, so if you need a little trouble, you need a little stall, run wind up Zenimines. Alright, I also run number 30. Asset Golem of Destruction. 2 level 3 monsters, you discuss summon. He's a 3k beat stick. But you gotta, what do you have to do? You gotta detach. If you don't detach, you take 2,000 damage, life points. And when this card has no XYZ, it cannot attack. But, good beat stick for a 3k beat stick. 2 level 3s, easy to get out. Of course, 1 Gaga Cowboy. Awesome card. 2 level 4s. Easy with your keys on and all your other ones. Banshee. Everyone should know what that effect is. Put him in defense mode, you can burn. He gains some attack points. Gains 1,000 attack, and then your opponent monster loses 500. So 25. Your opponent monster loses 500. So you should be able to kill something with that. Another stall. Number 39, Utopia. Detach, negate an attack. 25k beat, 2,500 beat stick attack too. Really good. Now my last XYZ. Heroic Champion Excalibur. You know, he's 2k, but when you detach both materials, he becomes a 4k beat stick until your opponent's next end phase. So he's staying up for more than one turn unless someone can kill with more than higher than 4k. So, one of those. So now moving on to my synchros. I'm going to start it with the standard one. He is limited, so we're only got to run 1. Legendary of the Sixth Samurai Sheen. Great card, let me tell you that. Easy to special summon, because all you need is, if you have Kajiki and your tuner in hand, normal summon, special summon, synchro summon. Bam, just like that. This card can negate 1 or spell trap per turn during either player's turn. And your 2,500 beat stick too. Very good card. Run 1 of those, you have to. Alright, so now pretty much everything else is a lot of beat sticks, except for this one. Nutria Beast. So to special summon this one, you need Elder in your hand and your tuner. You'd have to go second because you'd have to be able to special summon him. Boom. Now you still got your normal summon, synchro summon, Nutria Beast, and because you need 2 earths, an earth tuner and a non-earth tuner monster. So during either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard to negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. So, that card is very awesome. This card must be face up on the field to activate to resolve this effect. So long as you don't get Book of Moon, you're okay. But if you get Book of Moon, you can just negate it anyways. Alright, so now our beat sticks are Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth. Level 6, all you need is a tuner and a keys on. Pretty easy to summon. 2,600 attack. We're also going to run Scrap Dragon. Good card too. You can destroy a lot of cards on the field. Any monster that you can't get by just from attacking. Scrap Dragon's your man. Now if you run against a deck that special summons a lot, Crimson Blader is going to save your ass. 2,800 attack. When he destroys a monster, your opponent cannot special summon the next turn. And last synchro, Colossal Fighter. Colossal Fighter, all your monsters are warrior, and this card effect is nasty. Let me read this. This card gains 100 attack for every warrior type monster in your graveyard, which is all of them. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon 1 warrior type monster from either player's graveyard. If he gets destroyed by battle, you can special summon him right back because of his effect. So Colossal Fighter is needed. You can get him up easy to 4k beat just by his effect, 100 attack. It doesn't take much to have 12 warriors in your graveyard when every monster in your deck is warrior. Alright, so now today, since I'm at the end of the build, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks. Alright, so the first one I'm going to show you is double-edged sword technique. You're bringing back 2 Six Samurai monsters. So if we bring back your Sheen, and let's say, doesn't matter, Kajiki. Put that all in there. So you lose life points equal to their attack, which you may think, holy shit, I'm going to lose 2,900, right? But you won't because of Sheen's effect. When he gets destroyed, you can destroy another face-up 6 samurai monster instead. So at the end phase, when this card is about to resolve to destroy your monsters, activate his effect. Boom. Destroy Kajiki. He stays on the field.
Lose no life points. Great card. Some also tips. If you're playing against someone that has heavy magic, make sure you summon Nutria Beast first. So if you're playing against spell books, Nutria Beast is going to be your best friend. And if you have Sheen on the field, you know, you're set. You're going to do some good damage. No trap cards. So if you have both of those, negates all magic with Nutria Beast, negate one trap. Now, just to clear some people, this is what I used to think when I first started playing this deck. Great Shogun Sheen and Legendary Six Samurai Sheen effects do not work. So this card says that your opponent can only activate one spell or trap card per turn. This card negates one spell trap card per turn. So if you negate that, this effect won't go off because you negated it, so the activation never happened. So therefore, they can still play one more. But let me tell you something. If somebody is going to Dimensional Prism your Sheen when you attack, oh no, better example than that. Say if someone was just going to destroy your Sheen, let them destroy it, because they could just set you up. Like I had someone try to destroy my Sheen with, say, Smashing Ground. So he got, I was like, no, I negate it, right? And bam, they played Dark Hole, and I lost everything. So you got to think about when to use his effect. And if you have him on the field, if they activate one, they can't activate anymore. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want extra deck builds you want me to show you. Next deck I'm going to be showing you is my Agent deck, the Fairies. And after that, it's going to be my Gaga deck. Nice seeing you guys.